what is this glycocalyx? It's this protective armor on your endothelium. And let's go back a little. What is endothelium? That's the inside of the blood vessel. That's where blood transfers through the blood vessel. It's that layer right there. And we have this mucus armor layer that's made of this polysaccharide gel-like substance, brush border substance that's on the blood vessel. And when you look at it microscopically, it looks a lot like the brush border of your intestines, like the microvilli. And it's interesting that they look so similar there. So it helps with absorption, but that's in the gut. But in the glycocalyx of the blood vessel actually keeps things out of the blood vessel. So it's a protective barrier. So you could probably imagine if we damage that shield, we break down that wall, and now we don't have that protection anymore. All these toxins, all these inflammatory molecules, all these infections, etc., are going to inflame the blood vessel. And that inflammation of the blood vessel is what leads to plaque formation, and that can lead to a heart attack or stroke. But also what I love to talk about even more about the glycocalyx is actually the microvasculature, which is the capillaries. So not just the large vessels and the big vessels. We do have tests that check certain things like that, not the glycocalyx, but the large and small vessels, you're like checking your cholesterol, you're checking your CT scan that I talked about, calcium score, etc. But the glycocalyx will test those, the big vessels, but it's also testing the small capillaries. And what's the key here is this is so important for your just general health, not just your cardiovascular health, not just preventing heart attacks or strokes. It's actually improving health all over. So the capillaries is what delivers nutrients and oxygen to every organ to your body, the brain, the heart, the gut, the kidneys, etc. So if you have this glycocalyx that's being damaged, the capillaries then start getting destroyed and killed, and they aren't functioning very well now. And now your body's not getting good oxygen and nutrients. So you feel yucky. Your brain doesn't work well. You get brain fog. You can't think very well. You get dementia later in life. You have low energy, focus, and concentration. You can't exercise very well. That's all related to damage to the capillaries through the glycocalyx. So it has so much to do with our overall health.